So, you decide to go to Godzilla Fest.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Bad Productions. I am your host, Captain Glasses, and I'll be giving some useful tips that will make your stay better at Godzilla Fest 2023, which is happening at Rosemont, Illinois at the Hyatt Regency Hotel from July 14th to the 16th. If you're new to the Godzilla Fest scene, here are a few things you can do to better prepare for your trip to the largest gathering of Godzilla fans in the United States. Tip number 1. Make a list. Whether you're finding a specific toy at a particular vendor or attending a movie screening, it is essential to jot down all the important things you want to do during G-Fest. If this is your first time going, download the digital official program. It contains the entire map layout and an organized list of scheduled events throughout the weekend. This program is your go-to guide for locating your favorite vendors in a dealer's room, where certain activities are in panel rooms, and when they open doors for attendees. Dying to obtain a figure you've been waiting to buy in person for months without international shipping fees? Write it down. Want to take a break and watch movies with other kaiju enthusiasts? Write it down. Want to participate in the cosplay parade on Saturday? Jot it down and remember to sign up on Friday. If you're going with friends and family, they can also assist you in offering details you missed in your first walkthrough, and in return, you can help them if they're looking for a certain booth, figure, poster, or panel room. Tip number 2. Bring a paycheck's worth of cash. Dealers and vendors at conventions prefer cash over credit cards, especially if terrible cellular service prevents shop owners from using card readers for transactions. If you only have a credit card or a digital payment service like Zelle, PayPal, and Venmo, ask vendors if they accept any of those methods. If they say no and require cash only, there are ATMs in the hotel and the surrounding area, like neighboring hotels and the Fashion Outlet Mall. I suggest withdrawing cash from the ATM a few days before day 1 because ATMs will run out during the convention. But how much money should you withdraw? Depending on what you want to buy or have jot down what you wanted during your G-Fest experience, the amount of cash you bring is up to you. I've seen attendees survive the entire weekend with either $200 or up to $1,000. Withdraw the amount of cash for the dealer's room as you see fit, but be careful not to spend everything on the first day. G-Fest vendors will replace sold-out stock with something new that wasn't readily available the day before. Make sure to remember how much you brought and spent, and save the remaining for the next day or for the next convention outing. Tip number 3. Get in line early for the dealer's room on the first day. Doors open at 10, but hundreds of people will line up several hours beforehand. If you're one of the first 100 people in line, not only will you enter as soon as G-Fest starts accepting attendees, but you will also have opportunities to secure figures and merch that will sell out before Saturday and Sunday. If you're going on either Saturday or Sunday, an alternate tip would be to arrive around opening to get the most out of your experience. Unless inconvenient obstacles like work or traffic lead to a late arrival, we don't want anyone rushing through the con and missing out on many things unless they're on a tight schedule and have little to no time before G-Fest closes. Staying at any of the surrounding hotels such as Crown Plaza, Doubletree, Embassy, Aloft, and the Hyatt are great because you can easily walk to the convention instead of driving or taking public transportation. I suppose another alternative is to make sure you have a solid plan to get to G-Fest and back home if you're commuting. Tip number 4. Take a break. Or 2. Or 3. Anyone going to G-Fest or any comic convention or entertainment expo for that matter for the first time will be overwhelmed by the crowds and dealer's room alone. Vendors' halls are the staple of conventions, and G-Fest has upped their dealer's room game since last year's event. After waiting in line for 2 to 3 hours, coupled with a few additional hours browsing the panels and vendors, you'll be low on energy. Dedicate time throughout the day to eat and drink. If you didn't bring any food, the Fashion Outlet Mall's food court has plenty of options for picky eaters. Panel rooms have free water dispensers to keep attendees hydrated. If you're staying at the hotel, go back to the room and take a moment to rest before heading out to the next event. Buy enough snacks, water bottles, and healthy foods that will last the entire G-Fest weekend to save money instead of fast food takeout. If you're not hungry or tired but want to get away from the dealer's room, several activities like video gaming, board games, kaiju-themed art galleries, and movie showings will keep you busy. At the end of the day, don't overwhelm yourself with scheduling and want to get all things done and over with. And tip number 5, have fun. It sounds like a no-brainer and a groaner to hear repeatedly in convention tip videos, but that's the point of a convention. You're going there to have fun. You're not paying daily or weekend admission to have a terrible time. G-Fest is a 3-day weekend filled with everything a kaiju and movie monster enthusiast would love. Godzilla Fest is probably the biggest gathering of Godzilla fans in the US, and it will be a fantastic experience for first-time attendees. Take some time to walk around and learn more about monster movies outside of Godzilla. Find souvenirs to take back home. Meet a suit actor or celebrity guest. Watch the cosplay parade. And socialize with other kaiju enthusiasts who share the same passions. Personally, it's worth going all 3 days. Anyone slowly getting into tokusatsu and the kaiju phenomenon should go to G-Fest at least once, whether for a day or an entire weekend. Maybe they could try attending all 3 days next year and see how much an entire weekend at G-Fest makes a difference compared to just one day. You're guaranteed to leave with something new. It could be a figure, a couple of pictures, a signed art print, or a long-lasting memory. This year, I will be attending with friends Mecha Kaiju Cobalt, Mad Vortex, and AJ Blues, who will be attending G-Fest for the first time. I hope he enjoys this as much as Cobalt, Vortex, and I did. We've been going to G-Fest for many years, and each experience gets better and better. Let's see what that weekend has in store for us. If you made it this far, thank you for checking out my tips for Godzilla Fest 2023, and I hope to see you there. I'll be posting updates on social media and a video review. Follow me on The Obscure Brother on Instagram for more updates and Bad Productions for more convention videos. Till then, this is Captain Glasses, signing off.